Good evening viewers, this is the Algerian news broadcast. Today we will present some important aspects of this African country. First, you must know that Algeria is ubicated in the north of Africa. It is the largest country in the Mediterranean Sea area, the second one in the African continent, and the 11th in the world. Algeria's size is almost 2,400,000 square kilometers and has an estimated population of 35.7 million people. In order to understand Algeria as it is now, you should know about the history of this country. Algeria was once a colony of France after French military forces invaded the country in 1830. After the end of the war, in 1962, Algeria became an independent country, which made many people leave back to France. In 1996, Algerian referendum introduced changes to the constitution. It created more presidential powers and banned Islamist parties. The new president was elected in 1999. His name was Abdelaziz Bouteflika. Bouteflika had the support of the military, as well as the FLN president. Bouteflika was recognized for his efforts in Algeria, causing his re-election for another 5-year term in 2004. The hydrocarbons sector is the backbone of the economy, accounting for roughly 60% of budget revenues, 30% of GDP, and over 95% of export earnings. Algeria has the 7th largest reserves of natural gas in the world and is the 2nd largest gas exporter. It ranks 14th in oil reserves. Sustained high oil prices in recent years, along with economic reforms, have helped improve Algeria's economy. The government's continued efforts to diversify the economy by attracting foreign and domestic investment outside the energy sector. Algeria is a presidential republic, whereby the president of Algeria is the head of state, while the prime minister of Algeria is the head of government in a multi-party system. Executive power is exercised by the government. Legislative power is vested in both the government and the 2 chambers of parliament, the People's National Assembly, and the Council of the Nation. Algeria has a long history of revolution and regime change, making the political climate dynamic and often in a state of change. The country is currently a constitutional republic with a democratically elected government. Algeria's culture is strongly influenced by the country's recent history, as well as other aspects such as their literature, music, arts, crafts, and religion. Arabic is Algeria's primary language and is spoken by around 82% of the populace. The French colonialism experienced by the country in the past has resulted in French being the 2nd language of many educated Algerians, and English is very rarely spoken. Many people of Algeria also speak different dialects of Berber. The culture of most countries is also influenced by its past, and this is certainly true of Algeria. There are also many ethnic groups in the country that contribute to its diverse and fascinating culture. Islam is the official religion of Algeria, and the majority of Algerians are Muslims. Since the departure of the French, Christianity is a secondary religion. Approximately 1% of Algeria's population is Jewish.
In Algiers, 30,000 riot police were deployed as protesters tried to stage a march against the rule of Algerian President Abdelaziz Bouteflika. Security forces set up roadblocks across the capital to stifle the demonstration. The Interior Ministry said the crowd numbered 250, while 14 people were detained and released immediately. The opposition RCD party, which helped organise the march, said between 7,000 and 10,000 took to the streets, with 1,000 being taken into custody. I'm sorry to say the government has deployed a huge force to prevent a peaceful march. We are here peacefully, looking for a new political system in Algeria. Scuffles broke out between supporters of Bouteflika and those opposed to his regime. Public demonstrations have been banned in Algeria under a state of emergency in place since 1992.